According to ESPN's Adam Schefter, the Pittsburgh Steelers have re-engaged in trade talks to potentially acquire Pro Bowl tight end from the Miami Dolphins, Jonnu Smith, who of course is a favorite of Steelers offensive coordinator Arthur Smith, who had Jonnu both in Tennessee when he was the offensive coordinator there, and then also brought him into Atlanta when he was the head coach of the Atlanta Falcons. So obviously Art is somebody that's a big fan of Jonnu Smith, really cherishes his skill set as being a true rack threat. Rack means you run after the catch, and Jonnu Smith definitely provides that. He is an awesome screen threat at his size. He's got really good speed for a tight end, and he's got some really good vision and contact balance as well, which really makes him a weapon once the ball is in his hands. Art used him quite a bit as a screen piece when he was with the Atlanta Falcons, and then Miami kind of took that and kind of ramped it up to 11 last year, leading to his most productive season where he broke many franchise records for the Miami Dolphins in terms of tight end production, and he was top 5 in the league in most statistical categories among tight ends last year. So Jonnu Smith is one of the better tight ends in the National Football League, and he would be a nice playmaker to add to the Pittsburgh Steelers offense. But where things get a little bit tricky here, and what would kind of make the Steelers offense super unique if they end up bringing in Jonnu Smith, is that they're already paying Pat Freiermuth, another tight end, a top 10 contract for the position. And if you trade for Jonnu Smith, you're also going to have to pay him a rather large contract to lock him up for the foreseeable future. And if you do that and you're paying 2 tight ends big time money, that means that you're pretty much going to have to give full-time starter reps to both Pat Freiermuth and Jonnu Smith, which would make the Steelers offense pretty much basing out of 12 personnel and 13 personnel, which means 2 and 3 tight ends on the field at a given time. So they would be really, diving in and really committing to having one of the larger, heavier defenses in the National Football League, which wouldn't surprise me. Arthur Smith loves his heavier personnel packages. He loves to use multiple tight ends, and he definitely loves him some Jonnu Smith, and he would provide a different kind of receiving threat to Pat Freiermuth. Pat is more of a possession, kind of intermediate type threat, good hands, that type of stuff. And Jonnu Smith is more of a yards after the catch threat. So you'd have kind of a different flavor of receiving tight end on the team if you bring him in as well. So I definitely think that the Pittsburgh Steelers, would be interested in adding Jonnu Smith, and I do think that he would be considered a full-time starter alongside Pat Freiermuth if that's the case. We'll see if anything comes up in the days to come, but with multiple reports linking Smith to the Pittsburgh Steelers, I think this is probably a move the Pittsburgh Steelers want to get done. So make sure you guys click that subscribe button for more updates on Jonnu Smith.